Good evening. This is Jeff Razorbeer with County Coverup. This evening, unfortunately, I have to share with you a very heinous crime that occurred in Mercer County in 2008. We were alerted to this crime in the fall of 2017 when a citizen made us aware of a ritual at Fort Recovery schools in their basketball program involving what they called the spirit stick. We have since learned a spirit stick is a wooden dildo used to terrorize freshmen with the threat of sodomy. The threat of sodomy in and of itself is a crime. We have got a teacher, a coach, and athletes verifying the existence of this sick weapon. In 2008, what we came to learn this spring, as a parent contacted us telling us that their son was concerned about going to camp this year. They had been told they would receive their spirit stick in the rich Fort Recovery tradition. At that point, I asked our detective, Jack Bastian, to check into this. We were told that the link, that the man that we needed to talk to was Father Dorn, who was the Catholic Church priest in that time period and Mary Help of Christians in Fort Recovery, Ohio. Jack has interviewed Father Dorn 3 times. Father Dorn is a wonderful man. He is honest, he is forthright. He has shared with Jack, and we have audio of what he has said, what he told Sheriff Jeff Gray. We have got excerpts. We have deleted the names of the young men and the heinous crimes committed against them to protect their privacy today. We do not want that out. What we do have is a verification from Father Dorn that he did meet with Sheriff Gray. He communicated with Jeff Gray the young men involved, the crimes that were committed against them, and they are horrible. Father Dorn shared that Jeff Gray came in plain clothes. Jeff Gray did not send an officer. No, this was too important for Jeff Gray. This involved a crime that all likelihood would involve important people in his world and in official capacity in Mercer County and possibly the state of Ohio.
And she was pretty forthcoming about this situation.
Yes, she is the one who came to me.
Yeah.
Okay, she met in my office. And then, within 60 seconds, I had called the sheriff's office, and I think within 3 minutes we had a meeting scheduled that night, to which Sheriff Gray himself came in plain clothes.
Jeff Gray went to Father Dorn, met with Father Dorn and 2 parents. He did take notes. However, we have since asked, through FOIA request, all documents for an investigation done by Jeff Gray of this crime. None exist. We have made 2 FOIA requests. None exist. The deputy who supposedly helped Jeff Gray, interesting enough, is Chris Hamburg. After Chris Hamburg assisted Jeff Gray in this dubious act, he was appointed to a plush position with BCI in Ohio. Interesting enough, he is the safeguard of Jeff Gray and his activities. We at County Coverup are appalled by what's happened. We have got young men verifying the existence of the spirit stick. We have young men verifying that they were placed in a tub and there was urination involved to demean them, to degrade them, to humiliate them.
They made him lick. They used the stick to sodomize another kid, and then they made him lick it.
They made him lick it?
Yeah, that was what I recall.
Okay. And then I talked to
And that would obviously be very embarrassing to him.
Oh, absolutely.
He probably would be hesitant to admit it. Now again, I got the impression, when I say I get the impression, like, I talked to the two who came to me, and we met that night with the sheriff.
We also have reports that there is a medical report of a young man being so violated that he had to be treated at Mercer Health. We at this time at County Coverup know that Jeff Gray and his associates have engaged in a horrible, horrible, corrupt act. Mr. Gray, this is a felony. You have a responsibility for the youth of this community to carry out an investigation. If we at County Coverup would have found there was reports of an investigation, even redacted names, we would have recognized that you did at least put forth your effort. Jeff Gray, you did not contact the University of Findlay, where this occurred in the summer of 2008. Jeff Gray, you did not contact the Red Roof Inn, where it was reported these incidents happened that summer. Jeff Gray, you did not contact the city of Findlay. Mr. Gray, we've given you an ample opportunity to tell us or show us you did any kind of investigation. Rather, as we found out from a school official who was told to shred their documents. Again, there was a school official who we have on audio tape who was told that all documents relating to this crime were to be shredded. Rather, we have found out, Jeff Gray, you took all steps not to investigate. We at County Coverup are calling on, we're turning over documents to the FBI out of Toledo, Ohio. We do not want to mess with the Lima FBI. We are turning it over to Toledo, Ohio. We've worked with the Detroit Crime Commission, who does work on protecting the youth. Unfortunately, I never thought the Detroit Crime Commission, who specializes in the abuse of young women, would have to come in to help us in Mercer County with what's been done to our young men. Citizens, Jeff Gray's gone too far. Do I believe he covered this up intentionally? Absolutely. The evidence points to that inconclusively. Why did he cover it up? He did not want select members of the Fort Recovery community to face the shame and embarrassment and the prison sentences for what happened. Jeff Gray, you and the Fort Recovery schools are guilty of a very, very, very serious crime. Citizens, please ask Jeff Gray to step down. Jeff Gray will not step down on his own. He is a megalomaniac out of control. Jeff Gray, you need to resign now. I'd like to ask Jack Bastion, who did the investigation, to please share with you his findings.
Hi, I'm Jack Bastion, private investigator, state of Ohio. I just want to add a few things here. That during this investigation, I did contact Chris Hamburg's office at BCI in Bowling Green, Ohio, and left a message for him to return my call. What I got a return call from was his supervisor, who stated that Chris did not have any documentations, any reports, and so forth and so on, that I should contact Sheriff Gray to get any further information. At the time, Chris Hamburg was supposedly on vacation, yet since him being back from vacation, he has not contacted me. Anyway, back to the initial investigation. I interviewed approximately 10 people, and I have come to the conclusion that this crime did occur, and there is a cover-up by officials, including the sheriff in Mercer County. There is a cover-up.
Thank you, Jack, for your work and your effort. Again, citizens, enough is enough. Jeff Gray, you had a responsibility to investigate this crime. You did not. Jeff Gray, it's time for you to step down. Thank you.